tough crowd. I keep reading about these discrimination lawsuits against McDonald's. First, a woman with a port wine stain was overlooked for a promotion, and today I was reading about a 400-pound man who's suing McDonald's because they wouldn't hire him because he's kind of unattractive. And ugly people get abused all the time. You know, it's a hard world out there. It's a mean world. What's more insulting than that is these people who try to appropriate the ugly people's pain, like these models that go, oh, I was ugly in high school. Well, you're 17 now, so when was that, 3 months ago? You lying whore. Go back to your table, do another line with that Eurotrash billionaire and his bisexual wife, all right? I think that what we should do, I have a solution, is that we should have Ugly Appreciation Day once a year, and all the hot girls just agree to sleep with one ugly bastard that day, and all the handsome guys will sleep with one skag, I believe we used to use the word. You say to Jennifer Aniston, look, you had a good life. You don't mind if Brad gives Millie the mole-covered nurse's aid a night she'll never forget? You're worried about your hair, look at my hairline, okay? I'd rather be able to comb it. Look at this. I'm almost finished. Let me ask you something. I know, folks, I was being falsely humble. I still look good. I was like Bruce Willis when he was going bald. Maybe I'm pushing it. Let me ask you something. Should there be laws to protect discrimination against the unattractive? Lori Kilmartin?
Yeah, there should be laws to protect the unattractive. They should actually be forced in public to make the rest of us feel better about ourselves. Like, if I see like a really beautiful woman in the street, I feel like old and disgusting and fat. But if I see like a little girl with a cleft palate, I feel pretty.
What are we talking about?
Discrimination of looks.
You know, like that McDonald's case. I mean, I don't think there should be any laws forcing people to hire the fat people. But no, I don't think there should be. I don't think there should be any laws. I don't think there should be any laws. But it does feel wrong in this case. It's McDonald's. I mean, the guy, he wasn't looking to be an aerobics instructor. He wanted to flip grease burgers. You know, it's like McDonald's hires retarded people to work the cash register. They can let this, you know, tubby dude, you know, work the something.
It should be law. Look, man, I got fired for being fat once at JP Lick's Ice Cream, and I got fired because I couldn't maneuver. And it's just too fat to maneuver to, like, this dude got to get this scoop and this dude got to get this scoop, and I was rubbing up, and I should have been fired. Look, look, man, sometimes, man, like that dude make me lose my appetite. If I'm going to order food, I don't want to look at them. I don't look at them.
Certain industries, it makes sense.
Yes, it makes sense. My appetite? Excuse me?
If I manage a JP Licks and you come in for a job, I got to look at the bottom line and say, this isn't going to work for my profit margin.
Oh, that's because I'll eat the... Shouldn't he be crawling out of a Lucky Charms box?
I think it's great that he got in. It's great that he got into it before he went to crowd work.
All right, look. I mean, we all know, geez, why do I bother?
I'm saying that you should get fired for certain, look, man.
But I don't think that's why you got fired. I know how you are, and I bet your attitude was awful at the job. And the first day you walk around bossing people around, screaming, abusing the customers, making sexual overtures to some of the girls online.
Holy mother of God, what the... Easy, Tiger. Hey, look, I got fired because I was fat. At least that's what they told me. I could not do what I was supposed to do. But then again, short people should get fired if they can't help me. Look, if I go someplace and somebody short that works there asks me to get something down for them to get for me, then they should be fired.
It's true. I think, well, yeah.
But the problem is that in this case...
I don't want to talk about fat or short. Sorry, I was talking ugly people. Ugly.
Them too. Look, man, ugly is a disease. Don't try to sit there and try to be some kind of whatever you're trying to be by saying, oh, we don't know what ugly is. Shut up. Ugly is ugly. Somebody is physically bothering your appetite.
I beg your pardon, sir.
No, but look how much Mikhail Gorbachev did with a port wine stain. He brought...
But he had a dignity about his port wine stain. But when some of them get real swollen and it looks like a clam or whatever it looks on your face, I don't want to see the dude.
But I'm not even talking about just that. I just meant plain ugly.
Ugly without a disability, kind of. Yeah, give
ugly without a reason.
Yeah, whatever, man.
So wait, what is the point? So if you're ugly, you shouldn't be.
My point is that life is unfair, and you have to admit the better-looking people are, they get better jobs. People smile when they see them. Ugly people have a hard road to hoe, as my mother used to say.
And it's tough to be a hoe, actually, when you're
ugly.
Yeah.
know, believe me, I was saying the same thing. I was saying my mother's name, but now I come into that one too.
No.
Also, there's a new hit reality show called Extreme Makeover on ABC where they give people plastic surgery for free. Sometimes about $50,000 worth of plastic surgery for free. Now, I don't believe in plastic surgery right now, because look at me. You know, I mean, God obviously has bestowed some great gifts, but 10 years from now, I'm sure I'm going to have hair plugs and like false teeth, and, you know, my pants will be bulging out like I tried to shoplift a live eel out of Petland discounts. I don't know.
I'm getting aroused.
Thanks. So the point is, do you think it's good plastic surgery or bad?
Well, I live in Los Angeles, so I can speak for plastic surgery. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, every day the bar gets raised because these women are getting it. So if you want to be competitive, and it's at the point where every woman has breast implants and lip implants and men have penis implants, I just want to see in 1,000 years when they're digging up what was L.A., and everything will have decomposed except for the lips and the breasts and the penises, and they're going to be going, what the hell was this place?
And by the way, just as a side note, I know you're going to not believe me because he's not tall and he's Irish, but I've heard the rumor on Greg that he's packing a wallop, and I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
You heard that too?
Yeah, female
comedians talk.
Yeah.
Apparently you got quite a little...
I'll tell you what else female comics do, otherwise they wouldn't know the rumor.
You heard that too, right?
Yeah, it's out there.
Yeah, what about like a mother who gets plastic surgery and her daughter looks nothing like her? So she's like 16 years old going, look, you got to get that nose fixed or people are going to think you're adopted.
Right.
No, I saw triplets with breast implants, and there's got to be pressure on the third to get it, or she's going to throw off the set.
Yeah. But I think that show also, part of the problem with that show is that it glorifies plastic surgery, and it makes it seem like plastic surgery is the first step, you know, the first thing you should do. And if you're a kid, for example, if you have a huge nose, now you think I got to get a nose job, where maybe you should just try to get the rest of your head to be bigger.
It's a radical medical breakthrough you've got there.
I hate to make it racial again, but black people aren't really getting plastic surgery, man.
No, you're right. Michael Jackson, he's...
He don't count. He don't count. Touche.
Okay, folks, you get to watch the commercials. I have to be alone with these people and reassess what's going on here. We'll be right back. Oh, boy. Okay. The ban on assault weapons expires next year, and House Republicans aren't planning on renewing it. Starting next year, Uzis and AK-47s could be illegal again. I didn't even know there was a weapons ban, by the way. Somebody forgot to tell Compton. Yeah, that's right. Now listen, and it really will affect rap for the worse. Let's face it, what is a rap without a Glock? Nothing rhymes with musket. Creeping down the street with my single action shots, jam sometimes. Damn this thing. Hey, watch the barrel, man. You almost took off my mirror. Does anybody think this assault weapons ban should not be banned? How about you, Greg Fitzsimmons? Greg Musket Fitzsimmons himself?
Greg the Musket.
Greg Automatic Rapid Fire.
This is a rapid fire. She said it was... you know, I haven't seen a lot of deer recently, but I mean, these hunters talk about that they have the right to have the cutting-edge technology. Deer have not evolved a lot unless they've sprouted wings or developed the ability to disappear.
Unless they burn you in a crack deal or something, right? You don't need an automatic weapon.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a gang thing, that's one thing, but deer in general...
Well, it's easy to have the sort of like condescending, elite attitude when we live here in the cities. But you know, if you live out in like a ranch in Montana, and, you know, you gotta shoot varmints.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a lot easier if you can just spray the little bastards. You know, you don't want to.
No, I'm all for the automatic weapons on the farms because you know, stray bullets when you live in Idaho, not a huge danger.
Right.
So get an assault weapon, but it's got to be attached to a tractor. That's the only way you can buy it.
What if you've got a religious cult in a compound in Texas and you want to have sex with children without the feds getting up your ass? You're going to need to be armed.
Now that's true.
Wait a minute, that was a... Hold on, we have to go back about 17 years. That was a David Koresh reference, if anybody didn't... It's never going to get banned because our crazy cracker president has to make sure crazy crackers who are in this NRA thing vote for him. It's about 50 million of them in it, so he's not going to ban this. You got to keep him happy because no one else is happy with the president right now. Unless, like, you better hope North Korea attacks, so that he can have another war to have, so that people like him again. Because right now, those are the only people that are going to vote for him, and that's why he can't. He has to make sure that
Well, that's a good point, but let me ask you this, too. What about the fact that, oh, no, that's a good point. All right. Damn it. Let's move on to the next part.
What about the fact that he just called that reference dated, then followed it up with the word cracker?
You still say
I never say that.
Not you, but I'm saying white guys.
Just in the green room.
Rich, take care
The whole idea of these guns, I don't understand why people think that there's an unlimited right to bear arms. I mean, in the Second Amendment, you get the right to bear arms because we need a well-regulated militia. That's what it says. And I don't think a bunch of rednecks blowing up watermelons with grenade launchers is a militia.
Yeah,
But in fairness, let's take this case, what just happened today. Yanko Rosenbaum, the Jewish Hasidic kid that got killed, got stabbed to death by Lemrick Nelson, your cousin, I believe. I'm not sure. But if he had had a gun, the NRA would say if he had a gun, he might not have died. Now, that kid stabbed with a knife, so at least he wasn't breaking the law.
Why would Dan say that? What do you mean by that?
What I'm saying is that people talk easily about, oh, guns should be banned. But if I'm living in the middle of nowhere, in some place in Idaho, and I got my family there, you get the creeps if you're from New York. A bunch of crickets, a bunch of psychos out there. You want to have a gun to protect your family, man.
Yeah, I don't think guns should be banned completely.
From psycho serial killers. From what?
That only live in the woods? What are you watching?
They live in the woods.
13 part 6, stupid. You don't. No
People
one gets
get killed.
Oh yeah, right? Really?
Ban
hockey mask too.
There's no serial killers.
And they're all up in Idaho in the woods.
Wherever they are. The point is,
L.A. and
L.A.
they're
too.
in New York.
If the Night Stalker, whatever his name was, Richard Ramirez came into your house, you like to blow his brains out. So she said no guns, but that son of a bitch was. Did you ever see him?
Isn't the Night Stalker older than my Waco reference?
I think the Night Stalker was around the time of the Waco guy, actually, correct? You know what's killing us? Those stupid Discovery Channel specials. We're all living 15 years in the past.
But don't you think the reason America hasn't had an internal revolution besides the Civil War is that the police know everyone's armed and they're afraid to attack?
The police did not attack us. You can read those damn right, left-wing.
The police are waiting to attack?
Well,
Yes.
sure they are.
Oh,
you have that discussion amongst yourselves.
Yeah. I will.
Yeah, they're not ready to attack anybody.
Hey, all I know is the last time we argued about police brutality, I walked out of the cellar into McDougal, and 5 scared young black youths scared of getting shot by the cops were yelling, white bastard, cop, cracker. Cracker, this was a long time ago.
That's terms
And the cops are just standing like this. Cops are standing like this, like looking at each other, like don't say anything. So please,
That's absolutely not true.
I swear
I
to
wasn't even
God.
there and I know it's not true.
I swear on my mom. I swear. What do you mean it's not true?
They
Think
say
I'm lying?
cracker bastard and the cops.
They're rolled down the windows of the, whatever it was, SUV. They're rolled down like this. The cops are right here, standing here on McDougal Street, and they go, yo, you white crack.
Are you sure that wasn't the song that was playing out the Jeep?
I swear to God, you're living in a dream world. Every white cop I know, all they say is, I'll never stop black people because I don't want to lose my job. That's what they say.
Really?
So let's not pretend it's just a delusion. Not all Boston.
And they say that when they're over your house eating cookies and having milk, right? Colin, I'll never hit one of them in the head again with a billy club. I'm sorry, that was an old reference too. Taser and Glocks. Sorry about that. Billy club was...
We're going to be right back. Right back after this massage.